Now let's talk about the standard normal distribution. The standard normal distribution, it is a normal distribution of standardized values which are called z-score. What is a z-score? Z-score, it is measured in units of standard deviation. The average, that is the mean of the standard normal distribution is 0, which we represent it like this. The mean of the standard normal distribution, it is 0, and the standard deviation is 1. Standard deviation is 1. We use a transformation. What to transform? The value in the x is converted into z-score. So which is the formula we use for the transformation? Z is equal to x minus mu divided by standard deviation. The value x in the given equation, it comes from known normal distribution with the known mean and the known standard deviation. The z-score, it tells how many standard deviation a particular value of x, it vary from the mean. For example, if I plotted a graph like this, the normal distribution graph, if I say that these values are the values of x which is away from this mean value, then how much it is away from this mean value? How much this is away from this mean value? Maybe in the positive, maybe in the negative. या तो आगे की तरफ या तो पीछे की तरफ. किस तरफ ये मीन वैल्यू से डेविएट कर रहा है, वैरी कर रहा है, कितना दूर जा रहा है, आगे की तरफ दूर या पीछे की तरफ दूर जा रहा है, that is taken care by this. So what is z-score? So z-score, it is measured in the units of standard deviation. कितने standard deviation आगे, कितने standard deviation पीछे. So we convert difference of the value of the x from the mean in the terms of standard deviation. हम जो difference है कि x कितना दूर है इस central value mean से, वो जो terms होती है, जो units होती है, वो होता है standard deviation. So if I say about z-score, if x is normally distributed, look, if I say this is my x, if it is normally distributed, it is a normal distributed random variable, then definitely x will lie and have the normal distribution with the mean and standard deviation rho. इसको ऐसे लिखा जाता है. इसका क्या मतलब है? इसका है कि जो अगर x अगर normally distributed random variable है और x lie करता है, in this is given by the normal distribution of average value mu and standard deviation rho, sigma. So what I'll do, I will convert the difference of the x from the mu in terms of standard deviation using this formula, x minus mu divided by standard deviation. This will be called z-score. The z-score, it tells you how many standard deviation the value of x is above or below. Either you say above or below, or you can say towards right or left of the average value mu. The value of x that are larger than the mean, the z will become, जब x की value बड़ी होगी mu से, when x is greater than mu, obviously you do this calculation. ये x का value बड़ा है mu से, तो क्या आएगा? कुछ value आएगा, but it will be positive. So value of x that is larger than the mean, it will always have positive z-score. And what about the case, the reverse? When x is less than mu, in that case you can look at the equation. x छोटा है mu से, obviously कितना भी छोटा हो, थोड़ा भी है, अगर 0.001 भी छोटा है, तो ये value z की negative है. So we will get the if x is smaller than the mu, then you will get negative z-score. But one more case is possible. If x is equal to mu, what will happen? In that case, या equation में देखिए, x is equal to mu, so obviously z will become 0. when if x is equal to mean, x has the z-score which is 0. Now, there are certain key terms which has to be taken care when we deal with this normal distribution concept. One key term is continuous random variable, which we already have discussed about random variable. That is also continuous random variable. What is continuous random variable? Continuous random variable is a variable which can take infinite value within an interval. किसी भी दो वैल्यू के बीच में, होल नंबर्स के बीच में, विद इन इंटरवल, लेट्स से फॉर एग्जांपल 2 to 3, ये एक इंटरवल है, इसके बीच में x कैन टेक इनफाइनाइट वैल्यू, कुछ भी हो सकता है, 2.11, 2.113, 2.1149, 2.116, कितना ही, राइट फ्रॉम 2.1 से लेके फर्स्ट डेसिमल 2.12, 2 decimal places, 3 decimal places, 4 decimal places, and it can go infinite. So, first concept, x is a continuous random variable. Second, it takes care of the function. The function that is density function. It is a probability density function and it is defined as fx. It is a concept of fx which is density function and integrate from a value a to b. We discuss it on. Where I can explain it with using the concept of PDF, which is 1 upon sigma under root 2 pi e to the power minus x minus mu whole square. Need not to worry about this big formula. You need to only understand the concept that it is a density function, and here it is based on the concept that mu is an average and standard deviation is given by sigma. But in this formula, if I put mu is equal to 0 and I put standard deviation is equal to 1, that we talked about in the case of the normal distribution, if I use this value, average 0, standard deviation 1, if I put it in this formula, what I get is x minus mu divided by standard deviation can be represented by this. So in the case when mu average value is 0, standard deviation is 1, the random variable, this random variable is called standard normal distribution. So if someone asks you to define the standard normal distribution, which is the topic for today, standard normal distribution, it is a continuous variable. It is a continuous random variable where average value is 0, standard deviation is 1. So how to represent it in this format? I can represent it in this format like this. X, when it belongs to the normal distribution such that average value is 0, standard deviation is 1. If this happens, इस केस को particularly जब ये value 0 है और जब ये वाली standard deviation value 1 है, इस particular case में x, it will be called continuous random variable. Why? Because it follows standard normal distribution rule. So this is some key points to be taken care before we move forward for the numericals. This we have talked about. This is z-score. This is z-score. And z-score can be written in either of the format. I can write it in this format and I can say if x is less than mu, what will happen? It will come negative. If it is more, it comes positive. If it is equal, it comes 0. Either you can say in this terms or in other way, I can straightway use mod concept, modulus. That is, we ignore the sign. So I can say z can be written mod of this difference divided by standard deviation. So in this case, always z-score will come positive. If this transformation is applied to any normal distribution, when I say normal distribution, always look to this concept. If this type of transformation, what is this? This is z-score transformation. This is z-score transformation जहाँ पे हमें positive, negative, 0 की वैल्यू आ सकती है. ये z-score का transformation जहाँ हमने mod ले लिया, absolute value ले ली, we have ignored the sign. the transformation when it is applied to any normal distribution, the result is standard normal distribution, which is represented by Z, which goes to n 0, 1. If the transformation is applied to any specific value of x of the random variable with the mu and standard deviation, the result is called z-score of x. So what is z-score of x? Z-score of any value x, it is a transformation which is applied when the mean value is mu and the standard deviation is represented by sigma. The z-score allows us to compare the data that is normally distributed but scaled differently, which is normally distributed but scaled differently. A z-score, it is the number of the standard deviation of particular axis away from the mean value. So 3 things which we have learned it. Keeping everything aside, if I say 3 points which we need to remember is 1, this formula. That is Z transformation formula. Point 1. Point 2. Representation, when we say there is a continuous random variable x represent to the normal distribution with the mean, mu and standard deviation. Second thing to remember. Third important point is we have to always keep it in mind that the continuous random variable is a variable which takes infinite value within any interval. So, keeping these 3 important points, let us move ahead with the formula concept.